All right, Trevor, welcome in. Ryan Tringer for your Class A Pro recording. So you're just talking about how you had a good round going, and then you got a bunch of guys you're playing with saying stuff like, oh, you're a scratch golf, or you're playing great. What are you, 2 under? All this kind of stuff. Now, that happens to me all the time. Oh, my gosh. So I'm playing Costa Mesa recently. I birdie the first 3 holes, the 2 par 5s and the par 4, and I'm 3 under after 3. And then the guy I'm playing with says something horrible to me. He says, you just birdied the first 3 holes. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I said, why would you say something like that to me? I said that to him. I said, why would you say that to me? And he says, well, that's what happened. I said, yeah, but it's like a no-hitter. You don't talk about a no-hitter. You don't talk about it until after the game is over. You don't tell somebody they're doing that. That's bad form, I told him. And so that way, and I said, now because you said that to me, I have to block you out. And on the next hole, I have to focus on my routine to get my ball to my target and my distance to the best of my ability, and try to forget that you said that to me.
Yeah.
And I said, so this is a scenario. And then I went on to make another birdie and shoot 4 under in the 9. But I had to, suddenly tell him to stop it and explain to him what he did wrong, and then explain what I had to do to fix it to get out of the situation. Now, this happened to me another time. I was playing in a tournament over there. I had 8 birdies at PGA West in this tournament on the wall, right? And after making 4 birdies in a row, right, the guy I'm playing with says to me, he says, if you keep this up, you might win this tournament. And I looked at him. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, why would you say something like that to me? I said, now I have to worry about, or no, this is what I said to him that time. I said, you know as well as I know that I can't worry about that. I said to him, I can't worry about winning this tournament. I said, you know what I have to worry about? I got to worry about taking my ball from this tee over here and putting it in that fairway over there, and then trying to hit it on the green from there. And that's all I'm worried about, is taking the ball from here to that fairway and hopefully then able to hit it on the green. And then I went on to make 4 more birdies and shoot 8 birdies in that round at PGA West, Nicholas Private, and finishing first in the tournament.
Oh, nice.
And so this happens in golf as a good player, where people say these things to you. I found the best way to handle it is to either address it directly or quickly change the subject back to your target, like I did with the one guy, where I'm like, look, man, I can't worry about that. I have to worry about putting my ball in that fairway. That way I refocus myself.
Well,
but wait, let me finish real quick. So if somebody is saying it to me again and again, then I really will tell them, and then I'll get quiet. I'll be like, I'm not going to talk to this person, because they're just trying to mess me up. Like, I had a guy one time dropping clubs while I'm trying to hit and things like that. I asked him to stop. He said he wouldn't stop. And so sometimes you play with somebody like that. But most people, if you mention the no-hitter, or you just tell them, hey, I can't worry about that, I'm worried about this, that'll usually do the trick. And then that should help you get through your round and not let them ruin you.
Yeah, this guy was saying, hey, he's good for the course record.
Yeah, right. I know.
Oh, shit.
I know. It's like, stop saying that stuff to me. Yeah.